And then she
Blog
says,
Talk Radio.
see, she's introing us and I'm introing her. See, that's how this works now because I figured that part out. Anyway, yeah. Welcome to the show. So we're back, and we're just kind of randomly talking about stuff, and y'all just get to join in today. That's how this is going to go. So we were talking about natural selection, right?
Yeah.
So the flip-flops with the electrical cords, and then this idiot blonde jumping off the roof of this building.
Well, the plus side, her friend made it.
Yes, but she didn't. So, you know, the natural selection thing would be a good tie into the Venezuela thing.
What happened to Venezuela?
What happened to Venezuela, Boris?
Well, Chris,
I see what you know about it.
Well,
no.
Since Chavez died, there were elections.
You can't just say Chavez. We're Americans. We don't know what Chavez is.
Okay, then.
Unless Cesar Chavez? Was that like a while ago? I think for those young.
Well, the devil of Venezuela died, so the freedom can restore. But there were elections, and they were this guy Capriel and the other guy, I don't know who the hell win, but since it win, it has been some of sabotage in the system.
Okay.
And this kind of sabotage, yeah, Venezuela is running out of toilet paper. Not water, oil, food, toilet paper.
See, this is the big scheme on how to overthrow the government.
Yeah.
Evidently, it's working from what I'm reading.
Yeah. Please leave Venezuela.
Yeah,
there you go. Go ahead. You probably read better than me. Go ahead.
Police in Venezuela have say that they have seized nearly 2,500 rolls of toilet paper in an overnight raid on a clandestine warehouse storing scarce goods.
Yeah. Genius. So they found like 2,500 rolls of toilet paper, 400 diapers, 7,000 liters of fruit juice, as well as, what else did they say here? It was, where is that, down the bottom? Oh, as well as other staple foods such as sugar, milk, and cooking oil. Overthrow the government.
Yeah, forget drugs, forget cocaine, forget marijuana.
No, you know what?
Toilet paper is the new thing.
You know, that actually kind of makes sense to agree, though, okay? Because when I saw this earlier, we were yapping about it, and the basic deal of it was, what are they doing? Are they showering, going home like every 6 hours or something? I mean, what do you do?
Here's my question. Why is it illegal to store 2,500 rolls of toilet paper?
It's not illegal to store 2,500 rolls of toilet paper, but whenever there's a shortage, now it's an issue.
Yep.
So I can't just go to Venezuela and buy my weight in toilet paper?
No. Matter of fact, this would be more like you really got to go. You pull over at like your local big gas station or wherever the heck you need to go, right? You go in like bouncing up and down because you're barely going to make it, this and that, and you get in there. There's nothing.
I'm just saying it's an issue where I can go, I don't see why I can't buy my weight in toilet paper, and then they seize it from me, even though I already spent my money on it.
Oh, no.
That seems sort of illegal.
You can buy your weight in toilet paper, but not in Venezuela. Good example would be you can buy your weight in water, unless there's a water shortage.
Does that mean the police are allowed to, let's say, seize anything they need when the government is in need of it?
Well, we have to refer to experts on that subject. Boris, you live in Mexico.
Yep.
Can they just seize what they want?
Well, I don't think it's a Latin American problem. I believe it's like common sense. If in America there is no oil, so if only one company is holding the whole lot of barrels, then he's going to be a target.
Which explains the Persian Gulf War.
Yep.
Exactly. Actually, this does remind me of an interesting story once. When I was, technically still in the crib, my house was raided by FBI agents.
Why do?
My father was originally part of a hacker ring, and they couldn't find anything on him. So what they did was they got a permit to raid a house, raid apartments, apartment complex. You go in the front door, you can access every apartment above, the floor above. And once they're already in, they just kicked down the door and just took everything. Of course, he actually covered his tracks pretty well, and they didn't actually have enough to get him. But I heard it's one of the major reasons in the eventual divorce.
Oh, okay.
Well, I believe
little,
that's a different kind of approach.
Oh, so it can be said that the FBI can raid your house and whenever they want.
Dude, let's get real, okay? This is like saying, if you don't think the government can raid you, you're the same idiot going, this job can't fire me. They need me too much.
Yeah.
I mean, really? I mean, okay, let's see. The place existed before you got there. You applied to a job for them. And then now you're going to be the crucial thing that makes it where they fall if you leave? No, just no. So the government, yeah, they were here before you. They'll be here after you. And if you don't think they can take you out, they will. So, unless you're in Venezuela, then you just take toilet paper.
Yeah, Viva Revolution. All the toilet paper shall be mine.
Okay, what if they're targeting it like they're only taking all the Charmin? They're leaving like,
What?
Right. They're leaving all the
extra soft.
They're leaving the Northern or what's another toilet paper brand? Dang, I'm not a Soft and something. I don't know. So they're just taking all the Charmin though. That's all they want, just the Charmin. And they stole all the Kleenexes in the country too. So now you have to use just a discarded little tissue that don't work.
Oh my God.
Well, if you think about it, this is definitely a more passive approach to terrorism. You're buying toilet paper. I mean,
I know.
There's a lot worse forms of terrorism out there that is not involved in buying large amounts of toilet paper.
See, I think the reason they were doing it is because they were stockpiling, because eventually they were just like Venezuela has like the White House in their country, and they were going to toilet paper roll the whole thing, and then the police caught on to it.
I don't think that is the real problem.
It's a total real problem. Come on.
Well, it is, but not
exactly like real.
Maurice, they don't toilet paper roll things in Mexico?
Oh, well, the bad people around here have another kind of approach. They just fire out things and...
They fire out things? Is like saying they shoot at you?
Yeah.
Oh, welcome to America. Okay, next. No. I guess I should specify this before I get too far into it, considering you can educate me and our listeners at this point. Is Venezuela part of Mexico, or is that like a whole different thing?
Yeah, it's like Canada and U.S. So,
yeah.
So yeah, it's like the same shit. So, oh, sorry.
Well, they're like Venezuela is its own country, right? So really,
just check this out. It's Mexico, and then it's Belize, and Guatemala.
Guatemala with a W.
Then, yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's with a G in Spanish.
With a G?
And then there are another random countries. And then it's
random
like,
countries.
yeah.
Colombia.
And there is like Chile, Argentina, Brazil, Venezuela.
Chile's that stuff you put cheese in, right?
Yeah, but Chile.
Yeah, I got it. Get it at Wendy's next.
Yeah. So it is a different country, but the government is trying to do this kind of stuff to distract the people over the real problem in the country.
The real problem in the country is the toilet paper.
No, it's not.
What's the real problem?
A destabilized government?
Yep.
Destabilized government, it would stabilize if they had all the control of the toilet paper, which apparently now they do.
Yep. So the people is no more worried about the toilet paper than the government. So if the government can come with a solution, then the government is going to be okay, and everyone is going to be happy.
Well, they just did. They raided the plane. They just said, we will take all those toilet paper back. So there. Can't toilet paper.
Well, 2.5K of roll of toilet paper is not enough, you know?
That's not enough?
No, because they say that when they restock the supplies of toilet paper, they run off with like 3 million rolls of toilet papers in half an hour.
Dude, I'm looking up. I didn't could do this today before, but I'm doing it right now. Marketers take toilet paper as luxurious new levels. Okay, so apparently they sell how many rolls of toilet paper do they sell a year? I'll get back to you here in a minute. Y'all randomly talk while I read. Yeah.
Okay.
Customers use about. Oh, okay. So customers per person uses about 20,805 sheets of toilet paper a year. And that's a mile and a half of toilet paper per person. But it doesn't say how many they sell. Okay, there you go. And toilet paper prices are going up and nobody's noticed. Oh my gosh. See, there's where they're doing it to America. They're taking over. The toilet paper companies are taking over.
Oh.
So, no, the bigger issue with this, though, is not, to me, what they're reporting. I think it's just a weirdo thing, that they're stockpiling toilet paper. I'm more interested in this little blotch at the bottom where it talks about that they're also stealing staple foods such as sugar, milk, and cooking oil, okay?
Yeah.
Sugar. Okay, take American minus the sugar. You know how freaking nuts we'd all go? I mean, just take the aspects of not even the sugar. You just took Starbucks away from America. Okay?
Oh, my God.
You said, I'm sorry, you can only drink black coffee now.
We're going to have a lot of teenagers, hipster teenagers, mad and angry.
Oh, you're going to have more than teenagers mad, dude. I mean, you're going to have, dude, you just took away my Dr. Peppers. Dude, I'm on a rampage. Okay, you took away.
It's like robbing England of tea.
Yes, you just took all the little kids in America and you took away Kool-Aid.
Oh my God!
Just you can't sugar your morning cereal no more. I mean, just
no more Cocoa Puffs with extra sugar.
Yeah, no more. No, no, not Lucky Charms either. They took your marshmallows
with extra
away.
Sugar.
No, you just get the brown stuff now. You don't get and you don't have any sugar to flavor the brown stuff. And by the way, they took the milk too, so you can't even have the cereal. Eat it dry without marshmallows.
That sucks.
Someone else having Kool-Aid. Oh wait, no, I can't.
Yeah. And then since you can't have your morning Lucky Charms except for the brown stuff with no milk, you're like, forget it. I'll just cook some eggs. Nope, cooking oil's gone too. Can't do that. Although you cook eggs with that, but you get the point. I'm sure they're stockpiling eggs somewhere too.
Those monsters.
Yes. So yeah, that's Mm-hmm. So yeah, there you go. Overthrow the government with toilet paper. There, awesome. Yeah. Well, we probably beat that topic to death. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go on.
Enough times.
That was my backup topic, actually. We just kind of ran with it. So the first topic of the day here, I told y'all I would not listen it until we were, on the show so that y'all would get a fresh attitude on this one, is this right here. I'll post it in the chat room for everybody, and I'll start talking about it, in which case, what is going on basically is this little couple right here. Oh,
okay.
Oh, the cutest couple in this high school.
Oh, actually, the picture said cutest couple, Dylan Meehan and Brian Taylor.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, the cutest couple in this high school as dubbed by whoever made their yearbook. So, yeah, it's a gay couple in this high school that made the cutest couple, to which case, the gay couple thing is being pushed big time right now in the world viewpoint. And we're all supposed to accept this. Matter of fact, what is the quote there? The quote down at the bottom says, not only are they the cutest couple, but they're if there were a most inspiring couple award, we'd venture to guess that they would have been a shoo-in. Yeah. See? Because that's a good thing. They're inspiring.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, those two girls would be a different story.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. What
I support lesbians 100% of the time.
You're probably or not gay. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. What is it? Again,
only the pretty ones, by the way.
I guess that is one of those little biases in our culture too. You notice we have a word for two girls, which is lesbians, but we don't have a word for two guys. They're just gay.
Homosexual?
No, they're all homosexual.
Oh yeah.
Because lesbians are homosexuals too. But they're just gay if you're two guys. And I can't even say two dudes because it's like they're not dudes. They're E-men.
Okay, Craig.
Yeah.
Chris, I mean, I know you are a very good Christian.
Yep.
And you have read your book.
Mm-hmm.
But, well,
But,
this,
go ahead. I want to hear you butt the Bible. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no. But I do believe in diversity.
Okay. Define diversity.
Everyone can do whatever they want. Not like that. Don't start. As far as they don't harm anyone.
But they are.
I have a standpoint like this. Let's say they're playing football. Okay, I'm not a part of their game. I don't have to watch the game. It doesn't bother me. I'm just like apart from it. I'll say if there are two girls, I'll feel free to watch that game, but you know how it is.
So you're saying just as long as they're over there, they're good, right?
Yeah.
So what happens when your granddaughter decides she wants to venture over there and join them?
Let her.
No, you can't. Your daughter, your granddaughter, your wife.
A threesome?
No.
I had a friend whose girlfriend. I had a friend whose girlfriend left him for his ex.
Okay.
I just thinking something that reminded me of poor Alex. Never caught a break.
Well, just the deal with me though is it's more of not necessarily the aspects of, two people to a degree, and I'm with you in some aspects. Okay, if they want to go off and destroy their lives together, go for it. At some point in time, it's going to hit you hard in the face, and you're going to be all like, "Oh, this is painful." Yeah, but you did that to yourself, so whatever, rock on. But the problem is, it's not that anymore. It's not where they can, like, for example, the reason I found this in the first place is this is being pushed on us everywhere. And it's one of these things that literally, if you don't accept this, then you're a bigot. You're just a horrible person. You're a Nazi. You're a whatever.
I agree with you.
Yeah, it's so bad. So
you have also the right to not be good with that kind of stuff,
No, but not anymore, because then you're not. And here's the fun term for today's group is what they want to turn it to where you are suddenly the bad person. You're not politically correct. See, you have to be politically correct now. That's the big dirty word. You must be politically correct. You can't say certain things around certain people. Can't do certain things around certain people. You're not politically correct.
Does that mean I can no longer read girl-on-girl fan fictions?
Yeah, totally. It's not. No. Wait. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm wrong. I have to jump back to worldview, not Christian view here. So yeah, you're fine with that. That's a good thing. See, that's a positive person. Good thing. See, which that's the weird part of it. Okay, and I actually had this conversation with somebody today. The person who says being gay is a sin is viewed as what? That's weird. That's wrong. That's not right. And meanwhile, the worldview wants you to go, and this is where the person came back on me and was like, look, I understand your Christian ways and this and that, but I'm a good person. I do good things. I don't do bad things to people and this and that. And I'm going, good according to who? Because you're thinking that helping and pushing a gay agenda is a good thing. Whose view are we using here? So it's one of those things of that's for political correctness, and we must, don't be bad against the gays here. They have their rights too.
Well, I do believe that I do agree with you that nobody is going to need to be pushed to accept something like the gay thing, but if they do not do any kind of harm, I do believe it's right.
Okay, so Boris, you now have children.
I don't have children.
Yes, you do. You and your wife are married. Y'all have children. They're in high school.
Okay.
And your child has another 2 years of school to go.
Yeah.
And you went ahead and you did the weird, goofy thing that some parents do, and you bought your child a yearbook for every year of their schooling. Your child brings home to school, and this is the named best couple, cutest couple in the yearbook.
But in the first place, it is really okay with this, or it is just like bullying from the other guys?
Is what now?
I mean, is he happy with that kind of stuff, or is bullying?
Are you saying your kid's fine with that, or what are you asking?
Yeah, I'm
saying that perhaps that rather than it being put in there to bring it up, that for instance, there's some guy on the yearbook committee, and he purposely puts that in just as to bring it to some other people's attention.
I wouldn't know whether it was put in there or not for that reason, but the point of it would be that it was the way it made the media was that one of their friends posted on there that she was so proud of them on her like yearbook Facebook thing or whatever, and it made I guess it was Tumblr she posted it on, but they obviously posted it in there and figured it was a good positive thing when they put it in there, the way it was put together and all that. But beyond that, how is this photo being able to be taken in the first place? What yearbook committee said, oh, that's a good thing, let them be a couple like that? Matter of fact, while we're at it, why do you have couples in yearbooks in the first place? You know how many times I can remember like breaking up and getting back?
Yeah.
It was just really
yearbook committee back in high school always had like the absolute control. I'm not sure who even got on there. Like they'd get in like years before, and they'd already be stuck in there. You couldn't do anything about it. They just decided everything.
Yeah, it's just like Oh, well, this will bring up a fun topic of my yearbook committee that I just remembered was our yearbooks for my high school graduating class. Literally, like the people in charge of the yearbook committee stole the cash.
Nice.
So we didn't have yearbooks, and they had to like scramble to make yearbooks. So it was like, yeah, great.
I think it wasn't even you got voted for it. You just you got to apply for it ahead of time.
Oh, the yearbook.
And so there wasn't, yearbook committee. Like people didn't really vote for this. That became a part of it.
Oh,
whoever was the most interested.
It's a big who's who.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my deal. Okay, so the deal would be who actually voted on making them the cutest couple, and then let's get back down to it in terms of if they put it up for a vote, would majority of the students say they were the cutest couple? Believe it or not, I believe they would, because this is part of the whole thing that's being pushed on everybody that, don't discriminate against them, they're gay. And if they don't win, it's just because they were gay.
Yeah.
So,
I agree with you in that part.
It doesn't make good radio if you just agree with me all the time, though. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying what I do believe. But I do believe that there are more important things in the world that we should be worrying about.
So we shouldn't even worry about this. We should just look over it.
And let not have look her over. A fair approach. I mean, hands off. Tell them do what they want. I mean, if they want to push it, they want to push it. I mean, it's all often about with publicity sometimes with the media in general. What's going to get biggest reactions? What's going to get this? I mean,
right.
A lot of that happens sometimes.
Well, it's part that, and then a lot of it's agenda pushing, big time. I mean, there are controlling people behind the scenes pulling strings that want certain things done certain ways, and they will promote what they want, to get those.
Yeah, strings are always pulled. I mean, that's just how life works.
Yeah.
Dude, what about this? Check this out.
What's that?
It is a new. Do you know these kids channels called The Hoop?
The what?
The Hoop.
The Hub? The Hub?
Yeah, the Hub. Yeah.
Okay, so there's a gender
bending superhero. It is a guy when he says something like, I don't know, his catchphrase, he transforms into a girl.
Oh.
Yeah.
The dude transforms into a girl.
Yeah, this is the kind of stuff you are saying that.
Okay, which network is this that I never let my granddaughter see?
Well, it's it is the most popular one because the main show is My Little Pony in that in the hub.
Okay. So what you're really telling me is, and let me make sure I'm understanding this clearly, maybe clearer than you, is that once again the master of manipulation has found a way to get what he wants to put out anti-biblical messages out there to the mass medias, even as young as the little children in the world? That's amazing.
Yep. And I'm okay with gay people for many reasons, not because the people is just pushing the agenda, but I'm afraid that in 20 years it's going to be okay to marry a dead person or your pet.
Okay, you want to marry your pet? You can
No.
actually do that in certain parts of the world right now.
Okay, so it's not going to be so far then. I mean, it is okay to marry your same sex today.
Yeah. In
So
parts,
in 10 years, in 10 years, you're going to be able to marry a dead guy or your pet or an underage girl.
Well, see, this is where certain other.
What if I marry an idea?
You want to marry an idea?
Never know.
What happens if you change your mind?
I'm married to freedom.
Then you have to get a divorce later. I mean,
how does one divorce freedom?
No. I'm not saying freedom. I'm saying you married the wrong idea. You thought it was like, dude, orange soda pop's the best in the world. And then you grew up a little more and you were like, oh, why the hell did I marry this? Now I'm stuck with orange soda pop. So I don't know. It just the beyond the marriage though is since we're on the rights of whatever we want, because I mean that's really what you're getting down to whenever you're going, I want to marry a chair, and I can do that, right? I want to marry my dog, and I can do that. I want to marry whatever, right? It gets beyond marriage. It's I want what I want, really, is what you're saying. Okay? Doesn't matter if there's any logic behind it or not. I want what I want. So if I want what I want, yeah, I mean, since I want what I want to sleep with an 8-year-old. You know?
Today, well, that is being seen like homosexuality was seen 20 years ago.
It's still sin. That's the difference. It's not that it was sin. It still is sin. They would just want you to not look at it as that, because that's a big bad word. We don't like that word. Here, political correctness is better. Here, you're not politically correct. It's still a sin, like it or not. Doesn't change anything in the aspects of what we want to say about it or how we want to approach it. Sin's a sin. And the bad part of it is, and this is what, you can go to look up whatever source you want and look at the long-term effects of pretty much all this. A sin's a sin because it has bad results on you. So it's going to affect you big time at some point in time. Now, it's not to say it's right up front. No, it's not to say people haven't, successfully done it like, 20, 30 years or whatever. But it takes its toll big time. There's a reason.
You're saying I can't rob banks.
Well, eventually it's going to cost you. No one else, or actually it will affect a lot of other people along the way. But yeah. You.
Because you do know that only 93% of bank robbers are ever caught.
Really? That's
7% get away.
Yeah, but you're saying that as if there's no other side effect adverse reactions to it.
Having more money.
They're fun.
Everybody's going to ask questions. How'd you get the money? What'd you do with the money? How did it affect you? You act like having more money is also going to bring you happiness or a better life. So
maybe.
Having money is the same thing as when, dude, look at the lottery winners if you wanted a good example of what money does to you.
Oh, well, that kind of people are just stupid. They just waste the money in less than a year.
Yeah. Well, then at the same difference, it's easier to put a needle through the eye of a camel than it is to make it into heaven. I'm sorry, I said that wrong because it's the rich person. It's easier to put a needle through the eye of a camel than it is for a rich person to make it into heaven. So do you really want more money? So I guess if you don't care about heaven, maybe. But, I do. So there you go.
It's a direction.
Yeah.
And sometimes in life I like to be a devil's advocate.
Yeah. I haven't noticed.
What?
Why would I want you on the show?
For diversity.
Diversity? That's why I have you. See, I'm getting together a little Ross and Possum here. I got Mr. Devil's Advocate with Mexico. Viva la Mexico.
Viva la Mexico. Oh, great.
I mean, as people are listening to this, I don't want to give them lists of ways to possibly rob banks, because there are various ways to do it. Hypothetically, you could create a diversion, a second location to diverting police, and then hypothetically then position spike strips on the locations surrounding locations which police would be gathered at.
There's a movie.
And then hypothetically, yes, of course.
So yeah. Well, we hope you've enjoyed joining our conversation today. We got like 15 seconds, so there you go. And 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Yes.
Thank you, Claire.
And we'll be back to. We've named her now. Cool. She's Claire. All right. Now have a good one. We'll catch y'all tomorrow, and see you on the flip side. Yeah.